The girl in the window. She waved from the abandoned house across the street, then appeared at his window. When Tyler moved into his new home, it felt like a fresh start. Quiet street. Cheap rent. Neighbors who mostly kept to themselves. Across the street stood an old Victorian house, weathered, vines crawling up the side, windows dusted with time. The real estate agent had told him it was abandoned for over 20 years. No power. No plumbing. Nothing but creaking wood and memories. That made what he saw the first night even more disturbing. It was nearly midnight when he caught movement from the upstairs window of that house. Just a flicker. He looked again. A girl. Standing still in the window. Her skin pale as moonlight, hair draped over her shoulders, eyes glowing faintly in the dark. She didn't blink. Didn't move. Just stared. Tyler watched for a moment. Uneasy, but curious. Then he waved. The girl smiled. Goosebumps crawled up his arms. He pulled the curtains shut and told himself it was a trick of the light. Maybe someone broke in, some squatter. He'd call the police tomorrow and report it. But tomorrow came. And so did she. That night, at 12:03 a.m., Tyler was brushing his teeth when he saw movement outside his own upstairs window. He looked up. The girl was standing there. Not across the street. Not in the old house. At his window. 3 stories high. Her head tilted slowly. Her smile stretched wider. Then, with one pale finger, she tapped the glass. Tyler stumbled back, heart pounding. He ran to the window, nothing. She was gone. He called the police. They came, checked the yard, the windows, the roof. Nothing. No footprints. No signs of entry. Are you sure it wasn't a dream? One officer asked. Tyler didn't answer. They agreed to check the abandoned house across the street, just in case. It was empty. Dust covered every inch. No footprints. No disturbed surfaces. They even checked the attic. Nothing. But that didn't stop her. Every night, she returned. Sometimes in the window. Sometimes in the mirror. Sometimes in his dreams. Always at 12:03 a.m. Always smiling. Always closer. One night, he set up his phone to record. He pointed it at the window. Turned off the lights. Sat in bed, waiting. The next morning, he checked the footage. At exactly 12:03 a.m., the window slid open, on its own. The girl crawled through. Not climbed. Crawled. Like a spider. Limbs bending the wrong way. She moved across the floor, up the side of his bed, and hovered over his sleeping body. Then leaned close to the camera. Her mouth didn't move. But the audio picked up one word, whispered in a voice like cracking ice. Smile. The rest of the footage went black. Tyler packed his bags that afternoon. Called in a moving truck. He told his boss he was quitting. Leaving town. Anywhere but here. That night, he vanished. Neighbors reported strange lights in his house, the sound of tapping glass, and once, someone heard laughter, high-pitched, childlike. Police entered the next morning. The house was locked from the inside. No sign of struggle. No Tyler. Just his phone, sitting on the windowsill, still recording. Across the street, the old house remained unchanged. Still abandoned. Still silent. But now, if you look closely, there's a boy in the upstairs window. Pale. Motionless. Eyes glowing faintly. And if you're unlucky enough to wave, he'll smile. And later that night, he might wave back. From your window. Never wave at the windows. They remember.